Dogs are often called a man's best friend because they're loyal and make great companions. But it's not unheard of for an owner and their dog to fall out. While it goes without saying that a dog will lose trust in its owner if they're not properly cared for and are abandoned, there are other behaviors and approaches that some dog owners get wrong, which could damage the bond they're trying to build with their pet. In this video, we will talk about 15 ways you can lose your dog's trust and you must avoid them. Forcing your dog to do things they don't want to do. It's crucial that dog owners refrain from forcing their dogs into situations or environments that they're not comfortable with. Whether they're afraid of the vacuum, a particular person, or a place like the vet, pushing a pup into a setting that they feel anxious in could lead to a loss of trust for their owner. If your dog is resistant to something, it's important to respect their boundaries and not force them to do it. If your pet is scared of the vet or the groomer, ease them into the situation with treats. Do your research and find a low-stress or fear-free vet. Similarly, if your dog dislikes getting their nails trimmed, use treats and a gradual, patient approach to help them overcome their fear and discomfort. Taking their things away a lot. Dogs can develop resource guarding with any item they consider valuable. This might be something we don't consider very important, like a toy, but that toy could be your dog's most beloved possession. If your dog loves its favorite tennis ball or bone and you frequently take them away from your pet against their will, it can damage your relationship and foster feelings of distrust. Those bones and toys that they love shouldn't be used as leverage. Teasing them. There are lots of viral videos of humans teasing dogs. People find it funny to ride a big dog, pull on their tail, bark at a dog, or scare them during a deep sleep. Most of these jokes aren't funny to dogs, and they find them annoying more than anything. Too much teasing could cause damage to your relationship with your pet. Calling them for something they don't like. Dogs get excited when you call them because they expect attention, treats, or rewards. When you call your pet when something unpleasant is about to happen, like being forced into a bathtub or leaving the dog park, it can hurt their feelings and foster feelings of distrust. Make sure not to use the come command to punish your dog. You hug them too tight. Even though it's tempting, full-body hugs aren't good for dogs. A hug is usually threatening or unwelcome to them, especially if your dog is new to your family. If your dog doesn't enjoy hugs and kisses, respect their boundaries and pet your dog where they are most comfortable with. Every dog is different, so look out for any signs they are showing stress. These can be very subtle, a few examples being tense or wide eyes and licking their lips. Punishing them. Hitting your dog, throwing things, swatting, and scolding them does inform your pet that you are angry, but they'll have no idea why. Rubbing their nose in their pee or poop when they've had an accident will leave them petrified and confused. Anger does not teach your dog to behave, it simply teaches them to be afraid of you. Punishing your dog breaks the bond between you and your pet. It leads to hurt feelings, anxiety, and lack of trust. One of the basic needs a dog has is to feel safe and secure in your home. Instead of punishment, use rewarding techniques such as healthy treats to tell her what she can do rather than telling her off or showing behavior you don't want her to do. Being overly corrective with your dog. Many dog owners confuse caring for their dogs with treating them like babies. It's important to remember that a dog is a dog and it needs to be treated as such. Expecting a dog to do things he simply cannot or has no understanding of may lead to anxiety and confusion. Some dog owners discourage their dogs from certain inherent behaviors such as sniffing urine, sniffing each other from behind, or digging in dirt. In these situations, we are not caring for our furry friends, but preventing them from expressing their natural instincts. This can lead to anxiety and an unhappy dog. It is important that you love your dog for who they are. You force them to be social. Although dogs are, by nature, a social pack animal, it doesn't mean all dogs want to be social all the time. Some develop phobias of men, strangers, or children that can lead to dangerous situations. If you notice your dog being aggressive with another on your walks or at the dog park, don't keep forcing them together, expecting them to warm up to each other. Taking their food away. For most dogs, the act of eating is a personal moment. and they prefer to be on their own. When your dog is eating, respect their bliss and let them be. Taking their food away during mealtimes will agitate your pet and lead to stress. They may associate you walking up to their bowl with their food being taken away, which can damage the trust between you and your dog. Minimize dish handling and let your pooch enjoy their meal. You're leaving them alone for long periods of time. Dogs are pack animals. When they are in the wild, they tend to stay together and they are loyal to the pack. For a domestic dog, you are a member of their pack. If you leave your dog alone for long periods of time, they can start to feel anxious, insecure, and they can develop separation anxiety. Make sure to spend enough time with your dog to maintain trust and a good relationship with your furry friend. Neglecting them. Failing to provide proper food, water, shelter, exercise, and medical care can make your dog feel neglected and unimportant. When their basic needs are not met, it can lead to physical and emotional distress, which can strain your bond with them. Remember, if you're not taking care of your dog's basic needs, they're not going to feel safe or secure with you. Being inconsistent with your training. If you're inconsistent with your training, your dog will never know what to expect from you. This can make them feel anxious and insecure, and it can make it difficult to build trust. It's important to be consistent with your training methods and to be clear and concise with your commands. You give up. Dogs are intelligent animals. As pets and companions, they can realize when they are no longer their human's priority. Dogs have feelings and love just like humans. These animals form strong emotional attachments to their human companions. When they are abandoned, they experience deep emotional pain. There are times when it's best to rehome a dog, but then there are the owners who give up without trying to address whatever issues they have with their pets. It's important to know that unwanted behaviors such as destructive separation anxiety, leash aggression, or going potty inside can get better with training and age. Not listening to their body language. Dogs communicate with us through their body language, and it's important to learn to read their signals. If your dog is giving you signs that they're uncomfortable in a situation, it's important to listen to them and respect their boundaries. For example, if your dog is frequently licking their lips or cowering away from you, it's a sign that they're feeling threatened. It's important to back off and give them some space. Not being an advocate for your dog. Your dog needs your help to navigate the world, which means you should advocate for them when they need it. Forcing them to be around other aggressive dogs when it's not really their thing, or letting strangers touch your dog when they don't like it, might be ruining your dog's trust. Now that you know more about the common ways you can lose your dog's trust, let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Are you sticking to a consistent training routine? Does your dog enjoy your hugs and kisses? Share your own experience and make sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos.